Hi, I'm Claire Swedberg, and my whole life as I know it is about to change. For 18 years, I've lived in the same house, in the same room, with the same beautiful family. My mom has even driven the same minivan since I was 4. But in a couple months, I'll be trading my familiar bedroom for an unfamiliar dorm room in a very unfamiliar place. I'm scared and excited and everything in between. But before I get into that, let me explain how and why I'm here. Here it is, my life in a nutshell. My mom, Kathy, is the most selfless person I know. From the day I was born, she's bent over backwards to make me happy and give me this incredible life. She was a school volunteer, bake sale donator, and homework helper. Whatever I needed, she was there. She's shown me what it means to be a giving person. Whether it's her time, effort, or money, she never hesitates to help the people around her. She's told me countless times that spreading kindness doesn't cost you anything, and she's absolutely right. I try to spread kindness because of the example my mom set for me. Now meet Andy Swedberg, my dad. He's the hardest working and most supportive man I know. In addition to his job as a teacher, he coached 2 sports, taught summer school, and took on every extra hour he could for years to support my family. I truly admire his unbelievable work ethic, and the most incredible part about him is that he rarely ever complains. He set a perfect example for me, and I've always tried to follow in his footsteps. My parents are my biggest support system, my #1 fans, and great examples of what I strive to be. They sacrificed so much to help me live my dream. When I wanted to play competitive softball, they did not hesitate to sign me up. Even though the high-level team meant skipping family vacations and lots of financial sacrifices, they completely supported me and gave me all the tools I needed to succeed. They ensured my top priority wasn't softball, though. My parents take education very seriously. I was always expected to get very good grades, regardless of my after-school or weekend schedule. However, their high expectations came with endless support. They taught me how to challenge myself, and because of their guidance, I earned excellent grades throughout middle school and high school. They instilled a passion for knowledge in me that I'm very grateful for. Because of them, I truly value my education and will never take it for granted. It would have been very easy to get caught up in my softball career and allow my grades to become my second priority, but I'm so happy they never let that happen. I'm the proud big sister to my 2 younger brothers, Drew, who's 15, and Colin, who's 13. Whenever I tell people how well we get along and how much I adore them, they act surprised. Even though they're my partners in crime now, it wasn't always that way. Growing up, I was very bossy, so they never wanted to play with me. However, I learned to be their fun big sister instead of trying to be their mom, and now we're best friends. Drew has one of the kindest hearts I've ever known. Every time he sees a veteran in public, he shakes their hand and thanks them for their service. The compassion he shows to complete strangers inspires me to be more considerate of the strangers I meet every day and be a bright beacon of light as he is. Colin is one of the funniest people I've ever met. He's constantly making me laugh and never fails to brighten my day. The thing I love most about him, though, is that he's himself no matter what other people think. He's very confident in his personality, and he never tries to be someone he's not. I really admire that about him. I'm so lucky to have grown up with both my brothers. I will never forget the memories I've made with them now, and I can't wait to make so many more as we continue to grow up together. My family has undoubtedly shaped the person I am today. And while they've taught me invaluable lessons and given me endless love and support, they're not the only ones that have been with me through thick and thin. I've been beyond fortunate to have amazing friends throughout my life. From my first softball team to people I've met in high school, I'm surrounded by the best friends a person could ever ask for. First, my boyfriend Matt. Matt and I met at the end of my freshman year at one of my softball games. Since then, he's become my best friend, boyfriend, and someone I can turn to whenever I need advice. He's taught me so much about what it means to work hard and what it takes to reach my goals. Watching him go through season after season of baseball has been truly inspiring. He's always the first one at the field and the last one to leave, and you'll never meet a more fierce competitor. Saying goodbye to Matt when he left for college was really difficult. However, countless hours of FaceTime and visiting as often as possible has made it a lot easier. I'm so incredibly grateful to have such a wonderful, kind person in my life. Like many athletes my age, I met my best friends through sports. I started playing softball on a local travel team where I met the 11 best friends I've ever had. We did absolutely everything together. When we weren't practicing or playing in the summer, we were having a team sleepover or going to the mall. We adored each other, and I'm still in touch with about half those girls that I met 7 years ago. I will always be grateful that I joined a team at such a young age because the lessons I learned from my coaches and teammates are invaluable. They taught me how to give every ounce of effort I have at all times, and they taught me how to forgive myself and others for silly mistakes. We all truly had each other's backs, and I think that's why we loved playing so much. Even though I tried other activities like dance, gymnastics, and ice skating, to name a few, I never loved any of them as much as I loved softball. On one of my first teams, I met my best friend, Emily Hudgens. Ever since we were 11 years old, we've been inseparable. After spending years practicing together every day after school and playing together every weekend of the summer, we decided we wanted to play college softball together. At the time, our parents thought it was adorable but unlikely. Little did they know, we would turn our dream into a reality. We committed to play softball at Penn State when I was an incoming freshman. Our journey taught me so many incredible lessons that I carry with me every day. I saw what relentless hard work can do, and I learned to learn from my mistakes instead of dwelling on them. I couldn't have achieved such a monumental goal without Emily. Whenever I felt discouraged, she picked me up. Through her unwavering confidence in me, I developed confidence in myself. To this day, whether it's related to softball or not, she knows exactly what to say to calm me down. I've always admired her honesty and her refusal to be anyone else. No matter what pressures surround her, she remains true to her values. She shaped the friend, student, and softball player I am, and I have no idea what I would do without her. I'm grateful for my experience as an athlete and the ups and downs I've endured throughout my career. My proudest moment was definitely receiving an offer to play Division I softball, but I've had some frustrating moments too. Particularly the 2 bunion surgeries I underwent in October and November of my senior year. The recovery process was difficult mentally and physically. My busy softball schedule turned into weeks on the couch and months in a boot. It would have been much worse without the support of my family and friends, though. My parents and brothers helped me with so much during my recovery. My mom even slept on the couch with me just in case I woke up in the middle of the night in pain. My friends never let me feel discouraged or worried, and Matt was especially sweet. He was genuinely happy for me when I decided to get the operations, and he made me feel like they were a blessing and not a curse. Now, almost 6 months later, I'm back on the softball field, and I can feel my feet getting better every week. I even played the first game of the season, something I thought would be impossible. I'm very proud of my recovery and thankful for the people who stood by my side the whole way. As I look back on my life and ask, how did I get here? One answer is clear: the people. Family, friends, teachers, and coaches. Without them, I would be nothing. They've taught me so much just by being the incredible people they are. Because of them, my future's bright. I'm very proud to be attending the Penn State Schreier Honors College, and at the end of June, I will officially become a Nittany Lion. Being a student athlete will be the greatest challenge I've accepted yet, but I feel prepared. Currently, I'm planning on becoming a physician assistant, but I still may follow in my dad's footsteps and become a teacher. Either way, I will remain focused and driven. It's comforting to know that I'll have Emily by my side for the difficult transition ahead. Even though I know I'll be devastated to leave my family, I'm excited to begin a new chapter in my life.